Welcome to the channel of the Beast. And today, we're working our way through the Friday the 13th series, starting with the pig fuckers and working our way to the top to see what Friday the 13th stands tall on the top of this ladder. Sit back and grab some popcorn or whatever the fuck is nearest and enjoy as the Beast counts these fuckers down. Number 12. Freddy vs. Jason. One of the biggest fucking letdowns in all of fucking history. Anyways, this is more of a Nightmare on Elm Street film than anything. There was no level fucking playing field. Fuck, this movie looked more like a fucking MTV music video with Jason as a California raisin. His skin looks so fucking leathery. Biggest problem with this turd, no Kane Hodder. Number 11. Friday the 13th Part 8. Jason Takes Manhattan. Or I like to call it, Jason Takes a Pleasure Cruise. Most of the fucking screen time is spent on the fucking boat. This would have been my least favorite in the fucking series. Well, that's if Freddy vs. Jason didn't stink of wolf pussy. Number 10. Jason X. Well, the Beast does enjoy sci-fi, but not this fucking garbage. I guess since the Leprechaun went there, fuck, why not Jason? Jason X has some great kills, but it just wasn't enough. Sadly enough, this is Kane Hodder's final stab as Jason. Fuck. Why couldn't have Kane Hodder at least gotten one good goddamn film in the series? Number 9. Friday the 13th Part 7. The New Blood. Man, I hate this film mainly for the heroine and her dog dick telekinesis powers. But the Beast absolutely loved Kane Hodder's look and performance as Jason. Kane Hodder is Jason. One of the Beast's all-time favorite kills is in this fucker. Number 8. Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday. Okay, I know this film gets a lot of hate, and the Beast is with you, but I dig this fucker. I've seen it so many times in the theater that it holds a special place in the Beast's heart. Yeah, Jason is barely in it, and he fights that weak-ass motherfucker at the end longer than any other fuck in the entire series. Number 7. Friday the 13th Reboot. This was like watching an episode of Dawson's Creek, except most of the people die in this fucker. Man, come on, most of the characters were found on the WB channel. I thought it was one of those anti-drug campaigns, because everyone was partying up, and Jason was the anti-drug in this fucker. So the moral of this story is, kids, don't do drugs. Number 6. Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning. This one has some of the best fucking characters in the whole series, but it also has some of the worst turds in the fucking bowl. There's no fucking spoiler here. Jason wasn't even the fucking killer. An ambulance driver named Roy is. But that ain't what pissed the Beast off. It was seeing only his goddamn hands, like he was some hand model out of a Martha Stewart magazine. Number 5. Friday the 13th. This film was so ahead of his fucking time, from the makeup effects to the twist at the end. This shit definitely worked. I can't believe this didn't start a fucking craze. More female slasher films? Fuck. What man is not going to be afraid of a woman killing men, especially if she likes to go for them private parts? Off the subject for a second, my top 2 female slashers are Angela from Sleepaway Camp, and of course, Crystal Lake's own Mrs. Voorhees. Number 4. Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives. This should have been lower on the fucking Beast list, mainly because we're giving Franken Jason the way he was brought back with a lightning bolt, just like in the Frankenstein movies. And then, if that's not enough, you're giving that James Bond thing with the eye. Jason is fucking brutal in this one, with over-the-top kills, and the guy who played Tommy kicked ass. Number 3. Friday the 13th Part 2. Great film, great characters. Ginny was my favorite heroine in the entire series. But as for Jason's look in this Town That Dreaded Sundown look-alike, he did a great job. As for the look, I'm glad as hell they got rid of the fucking bag. Hell, I'm happier than a fat kid who just spent his entire month's allowance on candy. Or like that first time you've seen a pair of boobs on the Squiggly channel. Number 2. Friday the 13th Part 4. The Final Chapter. Great fucking film. The characters were all likable, the deaths were fucking awesome, and Tom Savini did some of the best work in his fucking career. For supposedly being the last in the series, they weren't holding anything back, and ended this fucker with a bang. Number 1. Friday the 13th Part 3. Hands down, the Beast's favorite Friday the 13th. From start to finish, one of the very best slashers of all fucking time. When the Beast wants to pop into Friday the 13th, this is the first fucker he goes for. The kills are amazing. It's definitely the one that I remember and love the most. Do you agree with the Beast list? How would you rank Friday the 13th? Be sure to leave your list in the comments down below. And as always, keep